Hi everyone, and welcome back to Adobe Live. Just a reminder, if any of you are watching it on YouTube, that's absolutely fine, but if you'd like to join in the chat, which we're going to be taking lots of questions today, then come on over to Behance and we'll be keeping an eye on the chat in there. So today we're working in Fresco, myself and Hazel here.
Hi everyone. Looking forward to another lovely festive fresco stream with you this time.
Yeah, so today we are going to be working on the Adobe challenge that is happening over the next couple of weeks that Camilo Hidalgo, I think I've got his name right, he's from Finland, and he has come up with this challenge to bring light into the darkness of winter, and hopefully we can use our illustrations to bring some light and some inspiration to you guys so you can all join in the challenge. It's happening over the next 2 weeks. I think it's the 15th of December you need to get your entries in by, and they're by Twitter, Instagram, and on Discord. And we need to hashtag, what is it?
On the light side.
On the light side.
Hashtagging on the light side. And then the prizes, exciting prizes, will be one print from Camilo and a year of Adobe CC. So definitely worth entering the festive challenge.
It is indeed. So I hope you can all join along today. Yeah, so we should just get on with our drawings.
Yeah. So what did you decide to draw, Rachel? Because I know you said you almost did someone inside as well.
Yeah, so
it looks really cute.
Oh, thank you. So it's yours in the inside. So we've kind of done a bit of both, haven't we? One from inside, nice view outside, and then mine's so mine was kind of inspired by a trip. I think I was inspired by the fact that Camilo was from Finland, and 2 years ago I went to Finland, and the light is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I've just thought, the really long shadows, the really nice colours that come with that light. Share pictures on my Instagram story quickly if anyone's interested. I was going to share them on here, but it gets a bit complicated. So yeah, so you can have a look, check out those. But so that's where my inspirations come from, really, all the nice lights. Hoping to try and get some, you're really good at this, using light in your images. I might have
Thank you. I'm going to try. So obviously I like drawing people, so I'm going to draw a figure and then hopefully try to capture that light onto her skin and onto everything in the picture as well. So we'll give it a go. And I'm seeing in the chat that people are thinking it's a year of pints and prints. But no, it's a year of Adobe CC and a print. I'm not sure the pint is going to be included. It would be difficult to ship that off.
But nice. Maybe we could take some feedback. We think it'd be a really
next festive challenge.
Exactly. Right, so I'm just going to get in.
Is everyone else feeling festive at the moment? Is anyone else tempted to enter the challenge as well?
Yeah, Tim's right.
2020. That's a year of pints. Oh, definitely.
He's right. So what? Because we were going to talk about the year as well. Because I can't believe it's December already. I don't know how that has happened. It's gone so quickly, but also so slowly. All at once.
What do you mean? It feels like we've just been trying to get by in the year and take every day, a day at a time.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. I think it's just been a mad year, hasn't it? I think I watched my Spotify year wrap or something, and it said something like, well done for getting through all the 67 months of the year. Good.
It does feel like that.
Just keeps going.
But what are you looking forward to in 2021? Well, I know one thing you're looking forward to.
Yeah, I can't really look past January at the moment. So we're having a baby in January. So see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen after then. Hopefully keep working. Oh
yes, but you were saying earlier that you timed it really well, because I don't know about any other freelancers out there, but for me, January is a oh no,
we're back.
You're back.
Okay.
Oh good, I see you again.
I don't know what happened there.
But for January, we're back. We're all good.
Yeah.
Yes, January is such a slow month for freelancers.
Yeah.
I was contemplating just not even having any work in January.
That's a good
idea. Just having it off. But we'll see. And you're going to have lots of baby prep and baby plans. And
So yeah, we were thinking actually one year, because my husband is a cinematographer and his work does exactly the same thing in January and gets really quiet. So as you can probably tell, I really like skiing. Well, but I love skiing anyway. It just helps. I can draw it in this illustration too. But we always talk about going away for the winter. I'd be so keen to do that. But we'll see. We might do one year. Probably not this year.
Nice.
Obviously.
Skiing?
Pardon?
Skiing?
Yeah. Because I used to go to places like, what am I doing? I'm trying to find this. That's it. The smudge brushes. Have
another smudge brush.
Yeah, I've spent time in like different countries. So I lived in France for 6 months during the winter, and then also Austria.
Ooh, really?
And it's so nice, and I love skiing, so it would be perfect if we could do it, but we ruined that this year, having a baby.
The snow will stay.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hope.
We've got a few people saying, yes. Carrie says she's got a photo from Finland in mind for inspiration. Exciting. Seems like a lot of people have been to Finland. I've never been, but
so
all this talk of it has made me want to go. No, Tim's not allowed to enter. We're
talking about Tim's new music career just before, aren't we?
Yes. He was playing us a little festive song. So Tim's for anyone new here, Tim's the guy that makes all of this happen and is showing my screen right now and all the magic. Sorry, I've just given away all the magic of Tim.
Sorry, Tim. He's just said hello in the chat. So we're trying to convince him to create a song for my screen keeps turning itself off. Oh no, what are we doing? Come on.
How's it going? The screen.
We're back. I bought a brand new iPad recently as well. Gonna turn it off.
Did you buy a new iPad just for Fresco?
Well, I had one already, but this definitely works a lot better. So this is I think I had one from about 3 or 4 years ago. So it wasn't the latest one, and I'm not sure I like that. Sky, what am I doing?
We're experimenting a little bit today.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing lots of colour. I'm going to be doing lots of colour experiments, but I'm just going to be using the oil brushes because they're my favourites, I think. And for the background, I'll be using the watercolour brushes. Just really nice.
That's a great idea.
Able to do like nice soft colours.
Yes. That's a really good idea. I was like, they work so much nicer, don't they? Good idea. Thanks for that.
Yes. If anyone wants to give any colour suggestions as well, maybe for the socks. I haven't decided what colour the socks are going to be yet. Or some patterns on the socks as well. Oh, Carrie, I'm sorry. Carrie is a he. And half finished as well. Everyone.
So much.
There's such a Finnish vibe going on today. I love it.
It's so beautiful. So I'd definitely recommend a trip there if you ever get a chance.
Oh, I want to actually. Yeah.
It's really.
I'd like to.
We were quite near I think it was the Russian border, but it was so beautiful. Big like trees with loads of snow on, and it's the kind of thing that makes me really happy.
I feel like everyone's missing out on travelling at the moment as well, or sort of missing it a bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Well.
It's really hard, isn't it?
Getting the travel blues.
I don't know what was going on with
next year.
Yeah, next year. Fingers crossed.
With baby in tow.
Poor little kid's going to get pulled around everywhere. She's going to have no choice.
And I think...
that works fine.
Stuart's got a birthday in January. Well, happy birthday now for January.
Oh.
This was the comment I was looking for. Jackie said, they always have so much ready before the stream. Not sure I could catch up, especially with no idea what to draw. It's just so you don't have to see all my boring sketches. I'll show you what I did before though, because I take quite a while to draw, so don't worry too much. Yeah, there we go. I'll show my time lapse of me taking forever to draw the straight lines of the windows. But if anyone has any idea for what Jackie could draw, I mean, some inspiration.
Wow.
So the other idea... so I used the ruler. I'll show you the ruler after. I'll show everyone the ruler afterwards. Hi, Robin. Thanks for joining. And Catherine's given me some colour inspiration. Pink and pale blue for the socks. Pattern elves. Okay.
Elves.
Okay. We can draw some elves.
I like that. It is Christmas after all, almost. I haven't quite got into the Christmas spirit yet, though. How are you doing on that one?
I mean, I've got my tree up and I've got a poinsettia.
Nice. I never knew how to say that, but that's...
I wasn't sure how to spell it, and then I had to look up how... it's not with a T. It's not poinsettia, it's poinsettia.
Okay. That's a good tip. Christmas tips. Oh, yeah.
And Jackie just used the ruler for the first time. Isn't it so helpful? It's just a sneaky little tool that I didn't know was there for a while, even though it was right there in the right-hand corner. And I thought, this is good.
Yeah, it's really great, isn't it? I do use it, but then sometimes I'm like, quite like it when the line's a bit wonky. So
I know what you mean. I was thinking, do I keep them perfectly straight or do I do it by hand? But I thought, you know what, just for this one.
Yeah, I think windows
normally just needed.
Well, I guess those. Yeah. My house is quite old, so some of them are a bit wonky. Stuart said earlier that it's dumping in France, and I'm very jealous. I did see that, which is dumping is like what skiers say when it's dumping and there's loads of snow and you can go and...
Someone said that earlier in the chat, actually.
Yeah, that's what Stuart
I didn't know that. Thank you for educating me.
Yeah, Stuart knows Max and I from when we skied a bit more.
Cool. Such a little tight-knit Adobe community.
It is. It's so lovely.
This is one of the favorite things that I discovered this year. Just little Adobe community.
Yeah, it's so
It's
lovely.
really lovely.
But just to come back to people as well, you feel nice and supported.
Definitely. So I was going to ask you, actually. Hang on. Stuart has got a question first. Do any of you guys use Paperlight or some sort of cover over your iPads? Rachel, do you?
Well, I didn't, and then I kept hearing people talk about it on this stream, and I bought one, and it is really cool.
Interesting. So I also didn't, and then I heard people talking about it on the stream, but I didn't get one because someone else said it wears your nibs down quicker.
Yeah,
so
I did do
I
that.
thought, I'm not sure, so I haven't yet, but I'm interested to hear people's experiences.
Yeah, I don't know if you can't really see on here, but before I put this on, it was really shiny, so it's given it a bit of a matte, which I think is really nice. It doesn't reflect the light as much. Oh, sorry, I'm ruining Tim's thingy. Sorry. But it doesn't reflect the light, which is quite nice when you watch Netflix as well. It's quite.
I suppose also maybe not in the winter right now, but in the summer, I used to like to go to the park and just take my iPad.
Yeah,
And maybe
tried it outside.
That also helps. Although the screens are good anyway. I think they're meant to be like anti-glare or anti-reflection.
I haven't.
But that might help even more.
Yeah. That was something I really liked about it when I put it on. I was like, actually, that's not... I haven't heard that talked about as much.
Interesting. We should start our own channel reviewing things.
Yeah, I think I had this colour scheme in mind for the whole thing. And I
saw you were super organised. I saw you'd already decided on your colours, and I thought, I'm still not sure. I'm going to make it up as I go along.
I think if I don't do that, sometimes I come out with these really weird colour palettes and these things. I just need to get it all in my head straight. But actually, I think I'm going to change my mind anyway. So
do it. Have a happy accident.
Yeah, because I'm thinking the light when it's like low light. The great thing about Finland and places like that is that the sun just doesn't really rise much above the horizon, so you get this really nice golden hour all day. And I was just thinking like really how best to show that. But
I keep hearing not much light though in Finland.
Yeah, well, it's only a couple of hours. I think, wow. Yeah, so I think it's more like 4 to 6 hours a day or something. Because Emma, who also, she's one of the hosts for these streams, she's in Finland at the moment, isn't she?
Yeah, all the pictures look amazing.
Yeah, they do. I'm very jealous. But that's... I don't know where I was going with that. She said there's 4 hours. That's 4 hours of daylight, I think.
Wow. But I mean, that's the whole point of this challenge where Camilo created the challenge to inspire some hope and draw some lovely winter sun. Yes.
Yeah.
And she's really beautiful. It's my favourite time of year, actually. When it's really, really cold.
Yes.
Well, when it's UK cold.
Yeah,
but it's sunny.
Different.
Yeah. But it's sunny and I love it.
Yeah, me too. I think we had a day yesterday like that. Gorgeous.
Yes, love it. And then Stuart is asking whether I do or have I done any life drawing. I used to do it all the time in school. We did so much. We even went to some on the weekends, and then I think I hosted some as well. I hosted some sessions.
As a model or the
No. I think I modelled once, but
cool.
No, back in uni, I was sort of in charge of one of the people in charge of Illustration Society.
Oh, lovely.
So we did a lot of life drawing back then. And I live alone at the moment, which is annoying because all my uni flatmates will attest to me getting them to pose so I could draw from them, because I am an illustrator that needs reference. I'm someone that can just come up with things in my mind as much, which is kind of annoying not to have that skill, but that's just who I am. So I did train, from reference. Lots of life drawing.
A bit more classically as well. I think my iPad's playing up again. Is it working yet? Let's see. Let me stop. Try that again. Sorry. Technically, you'd think I'm so upset with my new iPad.
There's always one thing that has to go wrong.
Yeah, there is. We're back. Perfect.
I'm just sort of adding this golden light. It's working quite well. I'm quite happy with how it's going onto the skin at the moment, which is my favourite thing to do.
That's something that I find so hard to do as well. I feel like you mastered it.
You know my trick. I just use for the undertones. I just get a load of random colours. So just think about, well, not too random, but I just think about cool colours and warm colours, and in the shadows I put like the purples and the greens, but like cold purples and greens and blues, and then in the light I just put all the oranges and reds and yellows. It works.
Nice
and
tips.
Then over the top just put whatever skin colour you wanted, and then you kind of get all these nice blended. It's different colours.
Tips.
Which is really nice to do in Fresco as well, especially with the oils, because they're nice and blendy.
Yeah. You use the oils a lot then?
All the time. If I'm doing something like this with one figure, if I'm doing one of the pieces that my clients usually ask for, with about 20 different figures on a page, I don't, because it's you're not going to see all that detail. And they don't particularly care too much about the detail, unfortunately. But it's okay. So it's really nice to get to do. Where did it come from? It's really nice to get to do just a single figure and then spend lots of time on it. But Jackie, yes, that's why I do so much in advance, because otherwise I'm just going to spend forever on one little bit.
Yeah,
which is what I do.
I spend it when I do like illustrations with lots of people in. I find it takes me so long. I don't know how you. I guess they're not as detailed as you when you do one.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't put
just find it takes
detail into this. It does, but also with editorial illustration, because that's what I trained in, editorial illustration, where you had to. And at uni, they were like, "Yeah, you're going to get like 3 hours to do a piece, so you've got to churn them out quickly." Although since I've graduated, I haven't done much editorial illustration at all, so I've gone a completely different route. But Rachel, I keep seeing your editorial pieces, and they're so nice.
Oh, thank you. That's what I do mostly. But it isn't.
Yeah.
As it's never been a turnaround in a day thing, or for me.
I think they just like to scare
you. Mine's always, it's probably like, well, it depends, because I think it's probably because I mostly work on magazines rather than like newspapers or anything, because newspapers do go out in a day, don't they?
Yes.
Mine are all magazines. They give you a couple of weeks. It's great.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
People are so on it and organised.
Yeah, exactly.
Good clients.
What are you saying? People in the creative industries aren't organised?
No.
I think we've all experienced that.
That's good comments. I've started using this site for practice,
Preview.
lineofaction.com.
Okay.
It generates poses and
Oh,
subjects
no, I don't.
from photos, and you can set a time limit for each sketch. Ah, that's amazing. Yeah, I think there are some great sites that that allows you to, just practice from home, because you can go to lots of different life drawing classes. Maybe not right now, but especially in the pandemic, I think it's a good way to just keep up that practice and keep refining your skills as well, especially if you want to draw figures. It's really useful. And hands are usually my nemesis, but I think I did all right here.
Better. My back.
Your back.
Cool.
It looks so good. Oh my God, you've done so much as well.
Well, I've just started figuring out that you can use this marker, and I love it. It just does. It's a bit like a gouache type brush. It fills in quite what's the word? Opaque, but not completely.
Where's the marker brush?
It's in here. Oh, I'm using the gouache actually from Kyle. Oh, what am I doing?
Good old Kyle.
But there's the marker square, which I don't have a clue where it is because I've just saved it in my favourites. Oh, there you go. It's one of the Keith Haring ones. Then, Adobe bought out a load of really lovely. They're all really nice, to be honest. I just found
such a genius.
Great. Yeah. I think Kyle made these, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's been one of his sets he's worked on this year, and they did a big launch around it. I think there are a couple of Adobe live streams as well that you can catch up on and see them in action.
They are really cool.
I've got a good question for you. What's been your favourite brush of this year?
Ooh. Well, I do like that one. I think it depends on what I'm working on. So a lot of the time I'll use the marker or the gouache for the thick areas, which gives it a bit of something that's not just a block image, because I think my work can be quite flat. But I like this noise control one as well.
A bit of texture.
Yeah. These are my favourites, if anyone's interested.
Kyle's gouache.
So I go detail. I just make it big, which is probably not how it's meant to be used, but oh well. And the pencil I really like as well, actually, because if you make the pencil really big, it still has quite a lot of texture in it. A little bobbly, nice texture.
Do you find that really important to add to your work, because you do use lots of colour? So do you find the texture necessary?
Yeah, I do. I think it
up.
stops it from looking really flat, which it can do if you don't put anything in. But that's just my preference of what I like.
I think that's when I moved to digital painting, that was the hardest thing for me, how to not make my pictures look flat.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it's interesting you say about the textures, because for me I went the different way and just using lots of undertones first.
Yeah.
To try to. Yeah.
It's
the never ending struggle of how to make my images not flat.
I think that's the same for everyone, isn't it?
And Kyle's doing a stream today. To kick off the San Francisco streams.
Nice.
2 of them, each 90 minutes in 3.5 hours. Amazing.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Also, are you still talking about some live drawing? I've done live drawing as well, actually. I think it really helped me.
Did you do it online or?
No, I did it in person. So it was more last year, obviously, than this year. I think I had a couple cancelled actually because of I think I was probably doing it till March. But I found it so useful for actually getting people proportionally correct.
Did you have a teacher as well that came round?
Yeah. So
and corrected?
Yeah, exactly. I just really enjoyed it. It was nice as well to do something a bit different from what I usually do with these quite flat illustrations.
Were you working on iPad or paper?
Paper.
Traditional.
Weird.
I think it's really helpful though if you get stuck in one way of working, just to mix it up every now and then.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's so it's quite freeing as well when you do that, even if you try and undo every 2 seconds, which I seem to do on normal paper. It's not ideal. It's just...
So Joanna asks, any suggestions for drawing with pastels? Digital pastels or traditional pastels? Because there are some pastels in here, I think. What have we got? Oh, yes, under dry media. There are some pastels. But traditional. I think with pastels, I guess my tip for that would just to be really bold and work big as well, I think. Because I always remember, I don't really like pastels, but I always remember when we did use them to...
Sorry, I'm no help with this either.
If we're talking about the sort of chalkier pastels, we'd always pick huge bits of paper and actually use a black piece of paper as well. And they powder so much, which is why I don't really like the feel of them. But you can create some nice effects, and I'd recommend, using not just white paper.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because they look really nice. A little bit, but you want to avoid getting too smudgy, I think, because then everything just blurs into each other. And I would say use your lighter colours, or if you're going to use a white, use that last. Yeah, there we go. That's my what tips. I can remember from working with pastels.
I think I use some really nice oil bars. They're like oil pastels, but they're big, massive, chunky bars. And I remember using them at school and loving them because it was really easy to mix the colours. So that was really nice.
I much prefer oil. Yeah, they're less powdery. Yeah, I was never a fan of chalks and things like that.
No, I don't think I've ever tried them really. I think they're just quite hard to work with, aren't they?
Yeah, and you can't undo them like you can on digital.
Yeah. We're converts, aren't we?
Oh, definitely. We're gonna
very good at
make everyone switch to an iPad.
Keep trying to convince my mum because she does like a watercolor class now, and I'm like, Mum, just try it. And I don't think she's convinced yet.
Oh, she'd love Fresco though.
I know.
With the watercolor brushes.
Yeah, and it's way less messy, isn't it?
Definitely. And there's no fear of dipping your paintbrush in your teeth.
It's true. My squash would stay the same colour. Oh, Tony's here.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
I'm just going to go back to a couple of comments that I saw pop up. John says, drawing people in public places is nice too.
Yeah.
That used to be my favourite thing, to try and draw someone on a train that was opposite me without them noticing. And sometimes they'd notice and look up, and we'd just make eye contact, and
Oops,
it got a bit awkward.
I'm not really. Sorry. There's my dogs didn't actually just go mad then. There's someone at my door, but it's fine. So I keep expecting you. But drawing, this was one of the things I really wanted to do this year, is drawing people in person going to sit in coffee shops. And typically,
yes. Oh no.
They've not been open.
Damn it.
Can't do it.
Stuart says, too busy eating the cushions, Rachel.
Yeah, they are. Cushions. I'm surprised, actually. It's been quite well behaved.
And Tim is just... Hang on, I think I've missed a conversation about cushions.
Yeah, it's probably... They chew up everything. I think it goes on my Instagram story a lot. I'm not sure why this keeps...
Oh, I'll take care of it for a little bit.
Oh, so this is about... Tim's mentioning again about the challenge. So this is what we're both working on today. If anyone's joined a bit late, we're working on a winter light themed challenge that was created by Camilo. I've written his name down, Hidalgo.
Yes,
that's it. And he's from Finland, so he's wants to bring some light into the darkness of winter. And we've been talking about how inspired we are by those, because we're both really big fans of that kind of colours and the all-day light. But it's a challenge. It's going to be on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. And you need to hashtag on the light side. I think that's everything. Oh, you can talk about prizes. You've got all the prizes.
Oh, I love the prizes. Had some good conversations earlier about sending pints.
Yeah, we did.
But no, we are not sending pints as prizes. The prizes are going to be one print from Camilo and 1 year of Adobe CC. So well worth participating.
Yes.
And is anyone in this stream joining? I'm curious to see who's gonna enter. No, I mean you are, and I am.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Stuart's gonna have a go.
Cool. So you can also...
What are you gonna draw?
Photos as well. You can... Like, photographers can enter their photos too.
Yes, so it's any format. Yes. Illustration, photography, video are all encouraged.
Anything made with Adobe software, basically.
Yes.
So if anyone is listening and they're not fans of drawing,
yeah, go out and take a lovely photo. John says he has snow in North Italy.
Oh wow.
At the moment. Maybe a photo of that.
Stuart says he'll see a photo. Might be a photo if I see the sun anytime soon. It feels like it, doesn't it? We did have some sun yesterday, but I've got perfectly cloudy sky right now.
Me too. Actually, so this is my bedroom window, actually, this.
Oh.
What I'm drawing. So this is the view from it, because it's on the second floor. And it was really sunny yesterday, and that's what I was drawing to, like drawing my sketch
great. To. Did you set up a camera? Because you said you like reference photos. Did you set yourself up in this position?
I did. So this is me. Well, no, it's not me, because I changed who it was. I was like, I can't just draw me for the stream. But yeah, so I set my camera up in the window.
Cool. And then
it is a nice bay window. That's one of the main reasons I picked the flat, actually.
Was it the bay window?
Yeah. Oh, so the idea of this drawing is that I thought, because we're going to reflect on the year in this stream. That was going to be one of our conversations.
Oh yeah.
And I like to sit on this bay window and just think about life every day when it's raining. But yeah,
that's lovely. We've got a bay window, but we don't have a seat in it. but that seat looks very comfortable and lovely. Quite jealous.
It is nice. It is nice. Maybe one day you can come round. One day.
Yeah, come and have a look.
When we're out of
when we're allowed.
tier 2.
Had good news today though. There's a vaccine. It'll be all right.
We'll get through this.
See what? I
So,
can hear my dogs chewing up the post.
Oh no.
To shreds. It's fine. They can have it. It's normally rubbish.
So I was going to ask, what was your favourite commission from this year? Because we're going to reflect on the year.
Yes, that's true.
And talk about hopeful things.
I don't know. I find it really hard to think about the favourites because I'm always like, oh, I really like this one when I'm working on it. And then the next one I'll be like, oh, actually this one's quite cool.
That one's really nice.
It's really
I feel
hard.
like did you do a festive one recently?
Yeah, I did. That one
I saw.
that wasn't a commission though. That was just something I wanted to do. So there's, what about yours? Well, I think you got an idea.
Oh no. Oh no. It's difficult as well picking a favourite client.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's a bit hard.
If anyone's watching.
You're my favourite.
Oh gosh, that's awful to say.
No, I'm joking.
A particular commission. I can't remember what I've done this year. What have I done?
See, it's hard.
No, I remember. Oh,
Yeah.
Angus says Adobe Live UK has been a good thing this year. Definitely. And actually on the Adobe front, I did a collaboration with some of the other Adobe insiders from this year.
Yes.
And I haven't collaborated with anyone in so long. And this reminded me of the power of collaboration because we got this brief, which was all together now, and we could do whatever. And so we had 5 of us, and we all had to come together and create something. And so we made this really cool animation, and someone was a photographer, so we used all his photos in the background of all around the world. And then 3 of us were illustrator animators. So we created the character that merged into another
really
one.
cool.
And then had some music in the background, and
I saw it actually. I was saying it sounds awesome. I did see it. I think it was great as well.
Thank you. And it just reminds you that collaborating, you can create so much more than you can just do on your own.
Yeah, especially at the moment. It's nice to connect with people a bit, to collaborate, isn't it?
Definitely.
We're all stuck inside.
Oliver said, speaking of reflecting on the year, I looked at my Spotify 2020 prompted by the start of this stream. It's an interesting mix. I want to know what's on it.
Yeah, you've got to tell us now. My top artist has been the same the last 2 years, so I should probably get more creative with the music I listen to.
I haven't looked at mine yet, but yeah, probably the same.
Quite sad, really.
No, you just have a favourite.
Yeah, true. It's just very calming music. I like listening to. Tim says we've still got the community fund, and actually, I got a project from that. That was one of my favourite ones from this year. Was the creative residency. Community.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was
very cool.
It was I can't remember. I can remember. That's bad. I did a project with, there was like 6 illustrators in total.
Oh wow.
And we all did this, had the same brief. So it was to draw illustrations around the education exchange, which is something I didn't even know Adobe did. But they've got a whole bunch of like articles that people share. But they can be anything. So we also there was science and to help teachers and things like that as well. So that was really fun.
No, I did see that on your Instagram as well. Yeah,
I didn't even know it existed. So it's pretty cool. So that was really fun. And
I love it. People are going to think we're just sponsored by Adobe to say that
Yeah, I know.
these are our favourite projects of the year. But no, they really
it's fun
were.
to work with
Yeah.
Adobe, isn't it? It's a lot of
I love it.
like creativity that you can. What's really lovely, I think, about when we do work, like in this situation, you're given a brief or not given a brief sometimes, but just get on with it.
Yeah, and you do something a little bit different to what you'd normally do, which is
Exactly.
nice. So I feel very lucky to have been asked to do some of these streams.
Yes,
Very thankful to everyone at Adobe. And for everyone that joins in as well in the chat.
Yeah.
So it's not just us talking and rambling onto each other.
Literally. Oh, what am I doing?
And Stuart agrees that he says, these streams have been a real game changer for many, I think. Inspired me to do more than just work. I hope so. I hope there's been some sort of new tools to explore and a community to encourage each other as well. But it's nice seeing the same faces as well.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
Each time. Or the same names.
I can't figure out what colour to do this. I agree.
So I'm actually at the moment, I'm just using what's it called? Foliage 2, which is a brush. I can't remember whose brush. And I'm just using it to make this jumper a little bit furry.
Furry?
Yeah, so it's meant to be leaves, but I made it really small.
Oh, that's
but I want the jumper to... After what you were saying about texture, I thought, I need to add some texture in.
That's a really good way of doing it. Around the edges. Little tips like them. So now I'm stuck, even though I've spent ages figuring out my colour scheme.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like it. I think I'm going to have to change it.
You're
now.
not sure? Okay, I'm excited to see what it's going to end up as. I love I love the trees in that sort of... how would I describe that colour? Tealy, bluey, yes. Really nice colour. And that's also something I'd never think to do, actually. I really love seeing how other artists work and think.
Yeah, same. I completely agree. I like seeing, this is every time my blooming screen keeps going.
Screen, it's against you today.
It really is. It's not happening. Still here. We're working. Cool. Sorry. I don't think people can see it, so that's good.
It's okay. I think it's
my
on my screen
keeps dropping out. Cool.
Try and do something cool. So at the moment, I'm just adding that orangey colour into the window frames.
Oh.
I'm going to add it here and then go over it with the white.
That's a good idea. I'm going to try and keep... Yeah, I think for ages, talking about the colours and the trees and stuff like that, I've ages tried to I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. Thought?
The trees.
The trees.
The lovely trees.
I always drew stuff and coloured stuff in like the right colour.
Yeah.
And I find it, and I kept seeing these illustrations. I was like, oh, well, that's quite cool. Like when people do skins as like blue or skin tone and like pure white or pure black. And it's just like, when you think, you don't have to be, when you're illustrating, that's something that's really great about it. It's just an illustration. It doesn't have to be what you're seeing.
Exactly.
It's taken me a while to get to that.
No, that's a really good point, actually, because that's the beauty of illustration. You can do whatever you want.
It can be quite hard to keep, because it's just that it can be quite open as well. I mean,
that's also quite a nice challenge, actually, thinking about it. Like, draw a tree that's not the colour you'd expect the tree to be.
Yes, it's very true. Or like I don't know what else. Yeah, because the leaves don't have to be green. It's just...
Now, what colour are you going to do the leaves? Oh, no. Does your tree
got no leaves. It's all right.
Oh, no leaves. We're good.
I find leaves so hard to draw. So it's worked out nicely.
You need the foliage brush. Oh, no. I think Kyle has some...
Oh.
What are they called? Yes, Kyle has under his concept brushes, he has foliage mix.
Oh,
Such a lifesaver.
such cheating, isn't it? It's not cheating. We after the stream,
Being efficient.
Yeah.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Tim gave us some tips, didn't he? Which we can show everyone now. I think I can't say he gave us tips and not show you guys how to do it.
Oh, do it. It's going to blow your mind, everyone.
It is, yeah. Right. So this is, if you want to create your own brush type thing quickly, without creating a brush, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Stupid. So I'm going to put, say I've got a leaf here, because this will probably be the easiest thing to draw quickly. Like this, my little leaf.
I love it.
I'm going to have to remember this. So I'm going to hide the background so it's just white on the background. It's just a transparent layer. And you know, everyone knows you can hold this. Not everyone, I'm sure. But if you hold down, it changes the colour to whatever you hover over. But you can also do that over this. And pick up a shape by holding down your little... I don't know what they call this.
The touch
modifier. Thank you. So you just hold this down and over your... Oh, my background's come on again. Don't want that. And hold it over here. And as you can see in the little... Oh, I've taken my hand off too quickly. Standard brush. See, I knew I'd forget. One of these.
No, we've got
the basic one.
So
there you go. So, if you can see in the little image, so tiny, but here, where the colour would normally be, I've got this little, my actual brush showing up. And I can make it, if you make it bigger or the brush bigger or smaller, it will show a smaller area, but actually it's quite nice that it's quite small. But then I can just go around and put these little brushes in, which I can do by dots. I found it easier to do as if they're dots. But
really nice.
I think I'm explaining particularly well. But you can also change your brush, which I've already done. So in the settings to do scattering and things like that. So you can scatter more.
Yes.
And spacing you can change, so you can see and trial it in your little window here. But it's just a very cool little tip.
I love it. You've just made it really windy as well, just adding those. You've just added a load of wind.
Might have to keep that, or I'll come back to it later. So I think I'd normally do that kind of thing at the end, but maybe I'll put some in. Oh, it looks quite nice. I like
it. I really like it, actually. Yeah. I think that's a nice happy accident.
Yeah, it is. That happens a lot to me. I'm going to hide them for now, because then I'll come back to them. That's Tim's tips. But
tips.
I bet he would have done it a lot better. Oh, he says you can change the colour too. That's true. I don't know if I'm going to mess this up, though.
We'll give it a go. It's all about experimenting, right?
Oh, I've lost it now. You changed on the sliders. But now I've lost it because I didn't do it right. Here.
I think it's in your...
Here it is. And then I change
watches.
This and it changes the colour. Oh.
Yes. So we weren't going to have green leaves.
Not green.
But...
they're a bit purple now. So yeah. It's one of my favourites. Yes. That's a very good idea. Let's find it. Sorry, I'm going to try and do this with a snowflake now. But actually, for a snowflake,
for our winter stream.
It is.
And I think we've got 5 minutes as well.
Oh,
so
gosh.
if anyone has any more questions for me or Rachel, or about how to create the brushes, let us know. And just a final reminder. Oh, do you want to go through your snowflake first, or should I?
It's all right. You talk.
Okay. Oh, yeah, but we're on. I think that's about as much as I'll do for today. But yes, just a final reminder that if you want to take part in the winter challenge that we're currently creating pieces for, you can. And all you have to do is create a piece. It can be an illustration, a photo, it can be a video, and submit it to Instagram, Twitter, or Discord with the hashtag on the light side. And participations close on the 15th of December, and winners will be announced on the 17th. And the prizes, nearly forgot the prizes, can't forget that. The prizes is a print from Camillo and a year of Adobe CC. No pints will be given. Sean is eager for those pints, a year of pints.
I don't know where you get them from. They're all shut anyway. I'm joking. The pubs. So yeah, I've just done the same thing with a little snowflakey brush thing.
Oh, that looks amazing, actually. It really does look like snow.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've gone a bit OTT now, but it's just a really easy way of doing. I think you can do this as if you're doing like a pattern. So if I wanted to maybe put the girl in a coat, I think it's girl. Could be either. Doesn't matter. If I wanted to put a pattern in the coat, like if it was dots are quite simple, but like flowers or something like that, you can just do it, put a clipping mask on top, and then chuck it just makes it a bit more random as well than what you'd have normally.
You're really good at the clipping masks as well. I know you use them a lot in your work.
I do use them. They're really useful for I'll show everyone quickly in our 3 minutes.
Yeah, maybe the coat.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't drawn the coat yet, so I think if I have to go for I was going to go for the rooftops.
Yes, that's a good idea.
We've been chatting a bit too much, haven't we?
I haven't done too much colouring today. She's still got her hair to go, but it's okay. I will finish it and post it on my Instagram.
Same here.
Maybe with the time lapse as well.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. So for me, there's a couple of ways I'd use a clipping mask if I'm not feeling really lazy. Sometimes I am. Mm-hmm. If I'm feeling really lazy, I'd go over the top with like an overlay layer. So I'd create a new one here. Change this to overlay. Change the colour to black or close to black. And then it kind of picks up that whatever colour's underneath it anyway. It's quite a nice way of shading without doing it on every layer if I'm feeling really lazy.
That's really helpful. And it goes back to our how to make the images not look flat as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Already it's just made them pop.
Yeah, and then you can change the opacity as well, so if you don't want it too dark. But that's probably the way that I do it the most because I'm a bit lazy. But otherwise, if you're not feeling lazy, like me, you can go through and on each layer add like some nice shading, and then maybe I'd be like, I quite like this bit to have a bit more texture, so I'll pick up another brush, do it a similar colour, maybe a slightly darker. The gouache is quite nice actually, and then just so it's got a bit of extra texture, we'll make the brush a bit bigger. Something inside. Like that. And I'm not always perfect with it, so it's quite nice just to mess around.
Nice. I love it. It's looking really good. I feel like you're not far off finishing either.
Well, haven't even done the shadows, and
Got a
that was
few.
what I was concentrating on.
Yeah, I've got a few more bits. Maybe I should just quickly put some snow in, and then just for a little bit of texture. Yeah, there we go.
We're gonna.
Are you going to post yours on your?
Good idea. I was
your
going to say
Instagram
that.
as well.
Share it on
Okay.
Instagram and with the
For the final pieces. So what's your Instagram again, Rachel?
mine's just my name.
Just Rachel
Presky. Very simple.
Me too. Mine's just hazel.mead. So you'll see our final pieces, and make sure if you fancy it, if you're feeling inspired by Finland, by what we've created today, or just by some winter sun. Hopefully someone somewhere is getting some winter sun. And yes, just post it on your Instagram or your Twitter or Discord. And remember, the conversation continues on Discord after this stream. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining again. It's always lovely to see the same names and a couple of new names today as well. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and pints and prints on the way with Stuart.
Okay, just as we end, my screen decides to go.
But it's been lovely drawing with you.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see
Rachel.
everyone else's drawings as well.
Yes, me too. I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah. Cool.
But hope everyone has a wonderful festive December and some nice sun and lots of drawing and creativity. But thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.